Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is the Real Estate Marketing Roundtable. We have Jake Wolf with me as my trusty co host. The rest of the crew cannot make it today. They are all having fun. Jake and I are hard at work here, bringing content to you guys. Jake and I were talking in the background about some amazing, cool stuff that's coming down the pipe, which I can't tell you because it's super secret. But we're going to talk about what's going on with Twitter and social media and kind of what the future is going to look like. But until then, here is our countdown. All right, guys, we got an incredible show. I can't even imagine how this conversation is going to go. Elon Musk just bought Twitter. Now, if you're liberal, libertarian, Republican, somewhere a smash in the middle, doesn't matter, but is an insanely interesting move in regards to what we can and cannot do in regards to talking our thoughts on our minds and everything else out on the big web. So I want to get Jake's point of view on this one. Before I get it, Jake Wolf, who are you? Where are you from? How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend.
It's all a secret, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sure you can find out because it is the World Wide Web of things. I'm doing fantastic. Looking forward to talking about Twitter and how things are making Twitter great again.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's really interesting because a lot of folks that I've been seeing, Jake, are saying like, oh, well, you can't take the control away from the company, but if you offer someone $44 billion for your company, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, let me think about that. Yep, here are the keys. Here, you have fun. I'm gonna go drive around in my 400,000-foot yacht, and you have a good day.
Look, acquisition. I mean, there's a couple ways to go ahead and think about it. But first, before I go ahead and get into sharing my thoughts, all of you fine ladies and gentlemen that are watching this, if you could do us a favor and smash that like button for us, it really helps out these algorithms on the social media side of the house. So shoot us a like and we'll go ahead and really spin some of our brainwaves out to you. All right. So acquisitions of companies, there's multiple ways to go ahead and look at this.
Well, Jake, we have to do one other thing before we move on.
Yes.
Guys, if you like this content, go to REUNation.com and you see a lot of other contributors. Jake's there with Nick, and they're doing the news. We have a lot of other folks, Gene, Ashley, Michelle, Kyle, Berman. I mean, a lot of these amazing human beings. So go out there, go to REUNation.com, and you'll get to hear Jake's voice even more.
All right. Yeah, we shoot the news. There's a lot of things out there in the news. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Veronica.
Hello, Miss Jones. Actually, it's not Veronica Jones. She got married. She has a different name, which I don't know what it is, but it's still Veronica.
It's still Veronica. Good deal. All right. So Twitter, what's this thing called Twitter? When it first came out, it was such a great tool to where, and Nick said it perfectly yesterday on the news. It was about a way for us as prospective consumers to connect with some of the large brands, some of the leaders inside of different companies, things like that. And kind of see what people were thinking and share thoughts and stuff like that. A lot of folks in the real estate space obviously put their brand out there. There were people there. It had a mass exodus since we went ahead and got into the election timeframes, and people started going to different places because of this thing that we see in here called censorship, right? So I'm excited to go ahead and see what happens with Twitter. I've always been a fan of that tool, that platform throughout the years. We've used it very heavy in marketing with a lot of different companies. We used to hook up with TweetDeck, which was a plugin where you can really automate a lot of your tweets that would go out and hashtags and really optimize a lot of things to spread some ground so that you could get awareness to your brand for different product sales and things like that. So real estate agents, we always talk about being involved on social media, right? It's important. And I feel that there's going to be more folks now coming in to the Twitter space because of all of this stuff that's happening. And, why not go ahead and have some brand infrastructure out there on Twitter, have it and use it. There's certain tools that you could go ahead and set up to automate some of your talking points so that it's not a time energy vampire, right? So I would look at some of these different tools, and TweetDeck is one of them that we do.
Was a good one, and now that it's revamped, they're being revamped, and the Twitter employees are losing their marbles over the ability for freedom of speech to come back out. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments below, anywhere you want, we will post what you say when we're live. Give us your thoughts. Do you think Twitter is going the right direction, the wrong direction? The board of directors had to do this because otherwise they were not doing their job. So as a consumer of information, I'm a stalker on Twitter, not to be in a weird way, but I know that cannot really, it sounded a lot better in my head before I put it out there. But I mean, it really comes to the fact, like, Jake, when you were using Twitter on a heavy basis in your past life, how did you use Twitter? Because I've never understood it. And now that they're going to release some constrictions in regards to what you can and cannot say or do or whatever else.
Well, it even got worse than that. Guys, I don't know if you realize this or not, but they were changing what you posted. So people that were referencing that they did or did not go ahead and have the, they would change it.
Be called the poke.
Yeah. So if I went ahead and said I did not, they would change it to I did. There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the back. There was a big political sway and a lot of things were happening. And I don't know all the details, but it just got to a point where why in the heck would I even post, or how could I even trust the information that I'm reading? So obviously this is one of the reasons that Mr. Elon went ahead and jumped in there, because, and he's been a centrist. If we're talking about a little bit of political side of the house, he donated as much money to each side of the party aisles throughout the years. He's always called himself a moderate. Nobody's been able to go ahead and stick him on what political party that he was affiliated to or what. He was always trying to reduce the carbon footprint, being very green, all of the stuff that he builds, right? From telecommunications, satellite, SpaceX, to the mining companies, to energy or electric vehicles, to solar, to now he's even in the news working behind the scenes to make more affordable homes that are for sustainable living that are solar. Everything that he's doing is in a smart, wise way to help save money, help with lowering our carbon footprint, very conscious about everything, right? So everybody loved him. I mean, you couldn't get on the bad side of him, right? But as with the importance of the power of our country and who we are right now as a nation, impending issues of free speech is something that is that's going to be putting up such a big caution to everybody. It's ripping at the fabric of what has made our country beautiful. So his whole stake on this is, look, guys, if we have these social platforms that are powerful and everybody's using them, and it is messing up our ability to have a market square, to go ahead and speak freely to one another, to weigh our opinions on matters and collectively. So there's a lot of debate around that. However, I'm excited to go ahead and see what he does to make the changes, to straighten some things out, to see if Twitter's got some legs. But they are pulling it off of a publicly traded company into the private square as well. So we'll see what happens.
But I personally feel it's a phenomenal move. And this is my humble opinion. This is me speaking, not Jake speaking, to the fact that now that it's going to be private, I wonder what it's going to look like in the future for real estate marketing opportunities, because there are certain words you can't use. I mean, a lot of the woke culture, and I'm not saying if you're woke, it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's just what we're hearing in different channels, that you can't say master bedroom anymore because that's a racial comment. I'm wondering, and that's just an example, ladies and gentlemen, is it going to be an opportunity where you can say whatever you want now within legal bounds? Do not misunderstand what I'm saying.
There's obviously stuff that safety concerns and parental guidance type concerns. But if for me, everybody is their own unique individual. Everybody's brilliant in their own way. Everybody has an opinion. And for us to freely share each other's opinions is how we go ahead and find good common grounds to where we all can go ahead and thrive and be successul in this world. So,
and that's the most important thing when you said that. I mean, we could all thrive in our own rights. And like Jake and I have a certain point of view. Veronica, Shauna, Tony, Michael, everyone who's watching here right now, and I'm going to watch in the past, we all have our own little nuances. So what's the harm in being able to be who you are and then express your opinions? Now, there is what we call an echo chamber. And an echo chamber is people who just barf back what you say and what you agree with. The beauty about doing this is the fact that now you can listen to people and have an educated discussion with them on an open forum and say, you know what? I don't agree with you on this. Your home should be priced at this point, or your political opinion is not in line with mine. Phenomenal. Tell me why. Why does it not work for you? Great. Let's have a discussion. Maybe that might make you smarter. Maybe it might not. But it's the ability to have the conversation. And that is the biggest thing that's wrong with real estate right now, because everyone's so afraid and they pussyfoot around, difficult conversations with their clients, with their colleagues, with their brokers, with their controllers and everybody else, and even with yourself sometimes. So get out there, put an opinion out there. Look, you are not going to be liked by everybody. Get that through your fucking skull right now. And I've said this 1,000 times, but be you.
All right, everybody. Greg's ripping on Greg Talk.
Yes, I am.
So I'd like to share my thoughts here, everybody. I love all of this. So if people are censoring away over here on this side, what do I know is going to happen? There's a cause and effect of all things in life. There's going to be other things that go ahead and stand up. So for me, as a person in a marketing mindset, advertising mindset, YouTube started some stuff. Here comes Rumble.
Yep.
People are flooding and flying over to Rumble, which now is a new opportunity for you to have higher exposure of your brand. Twitter is doing some different things. Here comes Getter. Whole bunch of people are flying over to Getter. Facebook is doing some things. Here comes Truth Social, right? The 45th president created Truth Social with a whole bunch of folks. So there is always going to be these cause and effects of things that are happening, but you should all stay in consistency with your own personal brand, but look at these things as a wonderful opportunity to get onto some other platforms to go ahead and get awareness from some of these new eyes and new social things that are going on as well. So this is going to have a reverse effect on the Twitter side, right? So a lot of the people that were saying, hey, you know what, I don't like this Twitter world, and it's doing things that are off-putting to me personally, I'm going to find a different ecosystem to hang out socially. Now it's going to have a little bit of a reverse effect. So I urge everybody, since this is the marketing roundtable, it's kind of a square table today or a rectangle table.
It's a square table. It's not a round table. We have to have a third to be around. So.
But I urge everybody to go ahead and make sure if you had your brand there once before, or maybe dust off your old brand or get some infrastructure, because people are going to be out of curiosity, just coming back in and checking things out. And you never know what it's going to amount for you, right?
Let me ask you a question real quickly. I mean, like I said earlier in the show, if you guys were not here listening, I've been a stalker on Twitter, which I can't get into my account anymore. I don't know why they kicked me out. I never post. But let's talk about how to leverage Twitter with Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, everything else. I mean, it's like you said, it's the town square of conversations. Yeah. So are there rules and regulations that you need to adhere to? Not legally, but probably legally. But I mean, obviously, anything negative with children or other human beings being hurt, not a good thing.
It's a social communication platform.
It's chatting, right?
Yeah. To answer your question, right? What does it do? It gives you an opportunity to share educational information, right, off of your brand, off of your profile. That stuff stays evergreen. You're also able to go ahead and get that into a hashtagged area where other people might be looking for things that are relevant to that content. You also can go ahead and search and make some comments on other people's posts and have some dialogue and ask some questions and just get engaged, which then might bring people back to your infrastructure. So using it in the social capacity and getting involved is important. Much like with what Rhonda Scherer talks about. If any of you guys don't know who Rhonda is, she's a reoccurring guest on the news. She's been here on Real Estate Uncensored before. She's known as the LinkedIn Diva.
She's awesome, by the way,
yeah.
guys. You have to follow her.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the big hacks that she talks about, and it's not even much of a hack, it's just something that you have to do. Let's say you're sharing a post of something that's emotional, inspirational, something along those lines, and you're getting engagement. Then next thing you know, you can engage those people who just engaged your post and say, thank you. I'm glad you liked the information. Carry the conversation into a private ecosystem. And then it just kind of bonds the relationship a little bit more. So, but Twitter's been around long enough, and there's a lot of good information online that will kind of tell you what's going on.
Yeah, no, it will. And I think you brought something up there you glossed over really quickly when I want to go back to is that you can comment on other people's comments. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to say on this is that let's say you're brand new to Twitter. And hey, if you guys are listening to my voice, my hand is in the air. I'm one of you guys. But if you need to get and want to get more followers, go out to the influencers in any of these different social media platforms now, especially with Twitter being the ability to be free speech. Go out there and talk to the folks and comment to the folks that are really doing something in the area. Make friends with them. Start sharing content with each other. Let people see that you're visible without you even having to create your own channel. I mean, you obviously have your own channel there, but you're going to be able to grow exponentially faster based upon the fact that you're talking and hobnobbing with the movers and shakers. Now, Jake, when it comes to real estate, let's say you're a new real estate agent in Tampa, Florida, right?
I feel sorry for the Tampa, Florida new agents. Yeah. That is a highly competitive marketplace down there. Did you know Tampa is the #1 hottest market in the United States of America?
Yep. Nick sent me that the other day when I was talking to him. And I'm like, holy mackerel, that's awesome, but scary at the exact same time. So Jake Wolf is a brand new real estate agent. He moves to Tampa and he's like, well, shitballs, how am I going to get visibility? And you would say what to them, Jake?
It's all about getting into a position to receive. Make sure your website is in line. A lot of good content there. Some videos that are educational, resourceful, things like that, right? So that's a good landing zone. Think about your website like a restaurant, okay? I like to go out to the social world and then drive people back to the restaurant. All right, that's my thing. But if you put this in your mind and think about it, if you invite a whole bunch of people through the door at your restaurant and they go sit down at the table and you don't have any food to feed them, they're going to get up and leave. Okay. Websites are the same way, right? So it's like, I need to give people consumable educational content and help them understand what's available to order by hanging out at my restaurant. All right. So your real estate website needs to be the same way. You want to keep them there and you want to keep educating and make sure that you're that ambassador. Now, I love social media because the whole goal for me has always been, I'm going to go out and get social and I'm going to comment, I'm going to engage, and I'm going to drive awareness to my brand and offer these people opportunities to go ahead and come back. Right. So come back to my restaurant, come eat with me, come hang out. We'll cork a bottle of wine. I'll bring out some bread baskets. We'll have some prime rib. That's sounding really good. Making me hungry. All right. So yeah. Is it lunchtime yet? No, just
it is for me.
Yeah. But that's how I like getting social, right? So when social media came out, they tried to go ahead and there was a lot of people that said, hey, I'm just going to have my business on Facebook. I have a business page there. I'm just going to be there. They didn't have a really good infrastructure. I think if people change the way that they're thinking about things, now you can get social on all of these cool different places, your Pinterest, your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTubes, and all the rest of that stuff. But all things need to come back to the restaurant, right? And so that's a really good focus. So
I know, I love that idea. I'm writing notes down right now because the reason why is that when you go to a restaurant, they always have a special of the day, majority of them, right? So when it comes to marketing, and tell me if I'm wrong, Jake, if you do your traditional marketing, but yet you have a special of the month or the week or the day where you can bring a value add to the client, either saving money or bringing like the Freedom Move USA .com, where I can save you $10,000 to $25,000 on your move, or fill in the blank or whatever it is. Go down to Bob's Bikes and I can get all your bikes refitted before you move. Something that makes you stand out, and you put that out on social media and Twitter and so on and so forth. All of a sudden, you become incredibly sticky, and people are going to want to come out and hang out with you because you're not Bob from Remax. And we know we don't fucking like Bob from Remax. That's boring as shit. I mean, he's like
Greg is on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to him. He's just straight. Yeah, you know, we talk about this all the time. Guys, that's a unique selling proposition. It basically is just what in the world makes you different from your competitor? What can they receive by doing business with you? So a couple things that we've done over here at the Clever Leads side of the house was obviously created the whole Freedom Move USA departments and companies and everything else for the moving side. But one of the most recent ones that we're extremely excited about is our new membership into Perk Plans. And Perk Plans is the largest employee benefit portal in the whole United States of America.
Forgot about Perk Plans.
Yeah, they're in front of like 25 million Americans out there. So Freedom Move USA just went in and got put in there right underneath pods. So you can save 10% if you want to use a pod, or you can save $10,000 to $25,000. So that's been really good. The call center has been lighting up over there. So real estate agents have been signing up like crazy, and we need the help. So if you guys come over and get certified and fill out your qualification form, we're looking to fill up a lot of territories. But the Perk Plan side of the house. So
Jake's not giving me my qualifications for Perk Plans, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
When is my qualification going to come through?
So we just went ahead and got approved. So every single one of our websites that we're providing for the real estate agents will have your own white labeled Perk Plan portal, so that you guys now can turn around and go back out to your market, your prospective consumers, and say, guys, hey, just come hang out at my restaurant. If you log into this portal, you'll be able to save thousands of dollars on a lot of your standard purchasing decisions that you already are making throughout the year. So you can log in there and like go to chewy.com and order stuff for your pets and get 10, 15% discounts, 50% off car rentals, travel, all of the Universal, Walt Disney type stuff. There's huge discounts for all of that. All of our agents will go ahead and get free continued education as well by being part of my Perk Plan. So we're going to help save you guys money. You don't have to pay any money on your CE courses. There is a tremendous amount of ordering flowers for your significant other, and there's all of this cool stuff in home and garden to online shop. Even Amazon is in here. So you can go through the portal, click on the Amazon link, and you're already going to go ahead and start getting discounts by shopping through your portal. So
here's the funny thing about that. I mean, Jake, when it comes to Perk Plans, is there a cost to sign up for this, or is it free?
No, I already took care of that. So any of the people that are with the Clever Leads family and have one of these websites and it's all built up and all these cool things, now you've got all of this content and you've got your own portal and stuff that you can email out and share to your prospective community. So gone are the old days of having to go ahead and constantly create know, like, and trust type content that goes out in any one of these forms and fashions. You can now talk about, hey guys, remember, email your database. Remember, if you're shopping at Amazon, come on back to my restaurant and go through this link. And if you guys are traveling, 50% off car rentals, and gives a lot of really good content for the real estate agents to go ahead and get out and engage with prospective consumers. And it gives somebody a reason to be hanging out at your restaurant too. And so by the way, you're going to be somebody to think about.
By the way, restaurant guys means your website and your business. Just to clarify.
I'm going to make everybody extremely hungry by the time they get done watching this. Prime rib, bottle of wine, and bread basket on Sarge today. Come on over and have lunch with me.
I'm flying to Florida right now, and I'll see you in about 8 hours. The one thing I really like about Perk Plans is the fact that, like you said, Jake, it's continual content. So there's I think you said there's 2,500 or 25,000 or some. What's the number of companies that are involved with Perk Plans?
Oh, there's as far as the benefits side, there's hundreds of companies in there offering discounts.
Okay.
There are tens and tens of thousands of human resources departments that offer this to their employees. Lockheed Martin is in there. The NFL Alumni Association has all of their folks in there. it gets influence in front of 25 million American citizens right now as we speak. So it's got a lot of legs. A lot of people are saving a lot of money. So it's even a benefit for you personally and your friends and family and everybody else. So think about this. You are the awesome business owner that has one of these plans to then offer to your community to where they're saving thousands of dollars. And when the time comes to do something in real estate, they think about you instead of going to Google and saying, hey, that person looks nice. So
yeah, that's a pretty purple suit. I should work with that person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing I love about this is that, like, I can create a video every week about a promotion at Bob's Bikes or United Airlines or Amazon or whatever else. Come back and visit with me. Hit my site, and I'll be able to I'll put some money back into your pocket. Oh, by the way, when you work with me buying or selling, I will also move you for free anywhere in the 48, lower 48. And so you'll say you get a gift certificate for Amazon, or you buy something on Amazon for a discounted rate. Then you come back to us. You already saved the money. Then you save the 10,000 to 25,000 on the moving. Then, if my team sells it, I'll sell it for X percent. I'm not going to say a percentage because everybody's different. But the value add there, guys, is visibility and stickability. So once you become a member of Clever, spelled with a K, leads.com, you have the option to stand out more than anybody else in your marketplace. And if you leverage it right, then you become a hero, not someone that people just like, oh shit, another fucking real estate agent.
So one of the cool things that we did, we built the SendGrid integration into the Clever Leads side of the house, right? And what that does is it allows for people to purchase another domain name and URL, hook up to the SendGrid bulk email side. So now all emails that go out of your Clever Leads account could say it's coming from gregmcdaniel.com. Okay.
Which I did sign up with, by the way. Just everyone knows I did pay for this service.
Yep. So here's what's nice. Now with the perk plans involved with our advanced tracking websites, what I did was I had our team start creating a lot of this content. So my team is already sitting inside of perk plans, looking at all of these awesome benefits from different things and building email templates that are preloaded into your Clever Leads account. So ultimately you can come in, put your whole database of folks inside of there and click the go button. And now all of a sudden people will, at a reoccurring pace, start getting updates about the cool things that they could shop with. And it just gives a whole nother level of interaction back and forth to your consumer. So,
well, it's like in the old days, my father, when he started, he would send out postcards, and he would make a deal that he would say, anyone who works with me, I will donate. This is back in the days, trust me, that I will donate $1,000 to your school's computer room. Yeah, I know that sounds antiquated, and it is, but it's the same idea of getting out there and offering something that other people aren't willing to do. And on a consistent basis, you change it up. You can't lose doing this. And guess what? It doesn't cost you a damn dime. I mean, the SendGrids thing, I don't even know how much I paid. It was very minimal to get involved.
Yeah, well, yeah. So what's nice about having SendGrid, most real estate agents, they're over hanging out in different bulk email providers and stuff like that. And it doesn't really have a good management capability. So we built really nice email template builders right inside of the system. We built that bulk email send capability with SendGrid. And if somebody responds, you're actually inside of your Clever Leads account and looking at your email inbox. So you can do all of your bulk emailing and campaign emailing out of your system, and it doesn't mess up your daily transactional email off of your other URL. And what's really nice is we could set the redirects. So if anybody happens to go to your bulk send email or URL, it'll automatically redirect right to your core website. So
that's fantastic. It takes a lot of stress off. And also, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you have an extra $1,000 a month, now I am not pitching you. Do not misunderstand what I'm saying here. If you have an extra just under $1,000, get a virtual assistant with Clever. I have one, and she is absolutely amazing. And they'll handle everything for you. And they'll just start putting appointments on the books for you. So you're
Yeah.
sending out value add opportunities. They reply back. They go back to your virtual assistant, aka VA, and then they will communicate, book them on your calendar for you to go out there and say, hello, how are you? Good to meet you. Are you buying or selling? Well, you know, what's going on?
Yeah.
End of story. That, I mean, talk about a dream opportunity. You can walk in with something going like, hey, I'm going to give you a discount on blank. And then I'm going to help you move and I'm going to save you X, Y, and Z dollars, whatever that amount's going to be in town or out of town, around the country, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to do all my other marketing as well. Why wouldn't you want to work with someone like that? It's like, would you rather go to this is going to come out really bad, but I mean, would you rather go to a store where they don't give you good quality service, they don't have the products that you want, or you go to a big box shop where they have everything you could possibly want? If you go to Target, right, you can get your bananas, you can get your alcohol, you can get your diapers, you can buy a swimsuit, you can do whatever you want there, and they just greet you and move you right through.
Yeah.
It is that simple with this opportunity here.
Well, everything we do is with purpose, right? It's intentional. What I always looked to achieve when we were building is ways to go ahead and multiply our efforts and also buy back our time. And so many people, when they get into the real estate space, they just get so swamped with trying to figure out how to set this up and how to do this and how to do that. So this really buys back time and really helps with the communication, nurturing side of the house, and allows for people to just get in and do their core competency as a real estate agent. So we have a lot of folks that are doing awesome things. We're super excited about all these initiatives. So,
well, it keeps growing. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's stuff behind the scenes that you and I talked about off air that are coming down the pipe, which are amazing in regards to kind of leveraging your time and everything else. So, Jake, where can people get a hold of you and give us some final thoughts?
Yeah. So real big announcement. And I was going to wait till next week, but we're going to go ahead and bring Mr. Brad McDaniel, the CEO of Likely Artificial Intelligence, on. Clever Leads just finalized its full database integration with Likely Artificial Intelligence. So what does this mean? Let's say you have 1,000 or 2,000 people sitting inside your Clever Leads account. With a couple clicks of a button, you can run those people through. It'll completely refresh your database, tell you who's most likely going to sell their home in the next 90 days or so. And it's going to go ahead and append a lot of the homeowner and information as well inside of your system. So now you can focus your efforts on marketing to these people, communicating to them, the folks that are most likely in market. So we really love working with the Likely folks, and that's a huge, huge integration, and it is done. And we're opening up the doors for folks. So we love that. Yeah, guys, if you're interested in taking your business to the next level or know somebody that is, come on over to cleverleads.com. We've made it extremely, extremely financially efficient for you. You should never have to go ahead and leave your core infrastructure like Clever Leads. For only $19 a month, you can provision a phone number. You can use your whole telephony almost like a calling card. So it's like a pay-as-you-go type system. So if you're needing to send out 3,000 text messages to people because it's Christmas, you can easily do that inside of the system. And postcard integration as well. We're doing some awesome things. We're building in the QR code capability. We've done some beta tests. I'm getting over 80% connect through rates off of some of my QR code stuff, which is huge, coming back to landing pages. And yeah, we're doing awesome. So come on over to Clever Leads. You guys can customize your own journey. The websites with Perk Plans accounts, guys, it's only $497. And then you have your whole Clever Leads account behind it that you can manage all of your business flows. Multiple businesses in different industries are using this. So we started in the real estate space, but we are moving into every home service related industry, because all of these same things that you guys need for strategy to communicate to these people are the same things that the plumber does and the HVAC guy and lawn and garden and all the rest of these things. So you guys didn't know, but Clever Leads is running behind a gym website right now. It's running behind REU Nation right now. It's running behind Clever Leads. It's running behind Freedom Move USA. It's running behind many different real estate agent websites across the US. And here soon it's going to be running for all of the RoofMax type family across the United States of America with Kevin Harrington, who was the #1 shark on Shark Tank. So we are here, ladies and gentlemen, to help you out.
Yeah, you guys are growing. I love to hear that. I love to see success in all industries. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake, number, how communicate, where?
Yeah, come on over to cleverleads.com. There's a couple contact forms, one at the very bottom of the page. You can enter your information. You'll come in. My team will get in touch with you and get you moving in the right direction. I highly urge everybody to come over to Freedom Move USA. That is such a big thing right now, and our call center is lighting up with homeowners looking to get connected to people to represent them. So,
all right. There's some call to actions right there, guys. Again, it is Clever Leads spelled with a K. Go there. It was KLEVR leads.com. Go hang out with Jake and his team. Guys, if you want to get a hold of me, it's going to be a very simple conversation. My number is 925-915 1978, just like the year. Hit me up. Let's talk about EXP, kind of what we're building. All the cool stuff that Jake and I have been talking about today is boxed in when you join our EXP team, and we can really propel you to the level, whatever level that is, that you want to be at in a very short amount of time and start dominating a specific marketplace like you've never done before. So put some more money in your pocket, clothes on your kids' backs, food on your table. We can rock out. And with that, Jake, I think we're going to wrap the show. He has dropped incredible nuggets of wisdom and information and content. So follow him, like him, give him a comment in the below area where you guys all like to hang out and chit chat. But guys, I gotta tell you, if you like the show, go everywhere that you watch and listen to our content. Give us a 5-star, not a 2-star review, and we will help this algorithm get out to more folks. But until next time, peace out, ninjas. We gone.